Yo guys, it's your homie Zeno Payne. I'd like to welcome y'all to another Black Desert Online video. In today's video, we're going to be going over farming. So if any of you guys are curious about farming, this is going to be your in-depth guide. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, to start off this guide, you guys are going to need a fence in order to start farming. Now, if you guys are barely starting farming and don't know whether or not you're going to like it, I highly recommend coming to Jemka's Wormsbane and doing his quest Because I Like You. He will give you a free fence once you complete that quest, and this fence looks like this. So it's just a nice introductory into farming that I highly recommend you get into first before even spending CP on actual fences, because you may not even like doing this. Now I'm going to go and bring up a picture on the screen. These are the types of fences that you can get. You can get a strong fence, which costs 10 CP, or an old moon fence, which also costs 10 CP but requires farming master 1. You can also get a plain fence, which costs 6 CP, or a small fence that costs 3 CP. And if you guys are not too sure on where to get your fences, you guys can go ahead and go into function, find NPC, and then put in fence. Once you put in fence, it'll go ahead and pop every single NPC that will sell you a fence with the resource CP. And you guys can go ahead and just get whatever you want. Me personally, I recommend strong fences, and I recommend you having a lot of extra CP before you even start farming, because for fences it's gonna cost a lot, trust. Now that we got our fences out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and cover placement and what you guys need to know when it comes to placement. So what you guys are going to want to do is press start, go to adventure, and then open up your world map. And whether you guys are on PlayStation and or Xbox, you're going to press either the Y or the triangle button and press right on the D-pad until you get to the little water droplet, and this is going to tell you water information. Now when you have light blue, that's medium water, and then when you have the darker blues, that's a higher concentration of water. Now you want to stay in the blue areas because you want your plants to be able to get a natural resource of water other than you actually watering them yourselves. Also, you want to stay away from the white parts of the map because that means that those parts don't get any water at all. And if your crops don't have any water, that means it's going to take longer for them to grow. And also when you do gather them, they're going to produce a lower yield. Also, if you press Y or triangle and press right on your D-pad, we can go into temperature information. This is also a big part in where you want to put your farms. Now, yellow is going to be like medium temperatures, and then green's going to be cooler temperatures. And then once you get into the red and oranges type colors, those are the places you want to stay away from. They're just super hot. Your plants are not going to do well there. They will grow, but like I said, if they're in harsh conditions, they will grow, but you will get a lower yield when you gather them, and it'll also take them longer to grow. And also, if we do it again, go right, we get humidity information. Now humidity is a little finicky on this mechanic of farming, because too much humidity would be red, medium humidity would be the lighter red, and then no humidity at all would be the white. You want to stay away from the white. You want to go ahead and have a little bit of humidity because those are the places where they're going to get rain and water, and this will transition throughout the game as rain goes throughout different regions. So just stay away from Adaya and Valencia and stick to like Hydal, Camisylvia, Calpheon type regions. Also, when picking a place, you want to put it to where your character's going to and from, because you don't want to travel out of your way, to God knows where in order to do your farm. You don't want it to be an inconvenience. So make sure when you're picking your farm placement that you pick it to where your character can actually, upkeep it. Now we can go ahead and cover how to put down the fence. What you guys are going to want to do is press start, character inventory, and then go to your fence, and a grid like so will pop up, and you're just going to want to just play Tetris with the damn thing and just place them to where you can get all the fences that you bought, in a row, or just them putting them all down. And then once we have all our fences put down, we can go ahead and start planting seeds. All right, now that we have our fences put down in the place where we want to go ahead and farm, now we got to plant. Now in order to plant is you're going to want to go ahead and walk into your garden or the fenced off part section, hold LT, or L2, and then either triangle or Y, and it'll bring you up a placement menu. So we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and press either A or X on, one of the seeds that we have, and then we're gonna go ahead and plant. So we got that planted, and then we have here, do some special sunflower seeds. Boom. So now that you guys get the gist of it on how to do that, you're also going to want to look at your temperature, your humidity, and your water gauge. Now, fertilizer is like another story. If you really want to get into farming, like straight up into it, fertilizer will allow your crops to grow faster. So for those of you wondering, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make fertilizer. First, what you're going to need is either wheat or potatoes. Now, we went ahead and got some wheat, and you're just going to press LT or L2 and then press up at the same time, and then right stick over to processing and go to drying, and you're either going to click on your potatoes or the wheat and put that into drying and just wait for the processing to happen. And then when it procs, it'll proc, and then you will get inorganic fertilizer. Now, I already went ahead and made it. So as you guys can see here, we have inorganic fertilizer. You guys can use this. I'm gonna go ahead and use this in the middle here and show you. So we press LT and then Y, or L2 and triangle. And as you can see, that fertilizer is 0.00%. So we go character, inventory, and click on inorganic fertilizer. This little square that I'm in right now has fertilizer in it, and it went up by 15%. Now there's different stages of fertilizer you can use. Now we can go ahead and make byproduct fertilizer, which is the next one up from this. And how we're gonna do that is same thing, open up your processing menu, but this time we're gonna shake. So you put some fertilizer in the menu, and you have to buy some leavening agent, which you can buy from any cook, from any of the kitchens in either Velia or Hideout or anywhere else. So you put that into shaking, and you're going to want to shake the inorganic fertilizer with the leavening agent until it procs byproduct fertilizer. So as you guys saw, that the inorganic made the fertilizer go up by 15%. Now because we have byproduct, it's going to go up a little bit more. You can see fertilizer is still 15%. Now we're going to go ahead and use the byproduct, which is right here. Boom. And now we're gonna check how much it went up by. It went up to 70%. So as you guys can see, it's a lot better to use a byproduct than it is inorganic. Now, if you want to get organic fertilizer, which is the best fertilizer that you can get, you're gonna press the processing menu once again, go into shaking, and then this time we're gonna put byproduct. And we're not going to put the leavening agent in there this time. We're going to go ahead and put purified water in. And when you guys do this, this will give you the organic fertilizer. So I highly recommend using the organic fertilizer because it's going to, allow your plants to grow faster. But as you guys can see, the water is 21.16%. You guys are probably wondering, how do I water my plants? Well, you just walk into the fenced garden area, press start, go to character, and you guys remember the percentage that I just went over on the water? Well, if you guys have purified water or mineral water will restore a lower percentage of water to that area, but purified water will restore a higher percentage of water in that area. So once you walk into the garden section, you press start, open up your inventory, and just press A on purified water. And we'll press LT and then Y and or triangle. And as you guys can see, water went up to 56.16%. Now, just to show you guys one more time, just in case you guys are like, bullshit, we'll do it again. Boom, LTY. And it went up to 91.16%. So now water is great. The crops are for sure going to have water and be able to grow and get those nutrients that they need. So now that we covered the placing the down fences and also placing your seeds, now to jump into the next part. Now that we have all our seeds planted, let's go ahead and talk percentages. Now that you guys have everything planted, you guys will see percentages. These percentages indicate how far along your plants are and when they will blossom into the beautiful vegetable and or mushroom or whatever it is you planted will sprout. Now, you guys don't have to come back to this at all. It'll let you know when your plants are done, when the garden symbol starts glowing. Now you guys look up, you guys see the horse symbol and then the boat symbol, and then right next to it, that is the farming symbol. When that glows nice and yellow, that means your crops are done. Maybe not every single one of them, but it'll let you know when a crop is done. Now in this section, we're going to be talking about the problems that you run into when farming, such as bugs, blight, tanglements, like, you know, the roots may be tangled, just some stuff that you need to do to make sure your plants grow healthy. Like I was saying in the other part of the video, that when you see a red farming symbol, that means you have problems and they need to be taken care of. And if it's blue and white, that means your plants are healthy. And as you can see here, we have a bunch of problems to attend to. Now, I highly recommend attending to these problems yourself, as this is the only way you can gain experience when farming, and this is the best way. Now, a lot of people do consider using workers. I highly do not recommend using workers to tend your garden unless you are in far places, such as in the ocean fishing, Magoria Sea, Valencia. You know, if you guys are doing Ackman or Asteria, those are the only times I highly recommend using a worker. But other than that, do not use workers if you're trying to get that experience up for farming. Now I'm going to go and show you real quick how to use workers. You're going to press start, go into life, and then garden. As you guys can see here, it shows 3 strong fences and 1 shabby fence. That means I have those fences there, and it's as easy as pressing Y and then sending a worker from the closest point, which would be title, into where I'm at, and just pressing A, and they'll come over and tend to that fence. Now you need to pick a worker for each fence because that's just the way it is. But like I said, you guys don't want to use this method at all if you're trying to level up farming. I know I'm stressing that a lot and I'm repeating it a lot. It's just, if you're trying to farm, just do it that way. But in order to find the indications of a bad plant, you know, if there's bugs, blights, tanglements, whatever, you're just going to walk up to where the percentages are at. And if you see a red bar that's not yellow anymore, you're just going to walk up to it and you'll have 2 options. The 2 options is view crop information and then kill pests. It'll tell you what you're doing. You just hold down Y and it'll go ahead and do the job for you. As you can see, we got a caterpillar from that. Here we got to kill pests again. So just make sure you guys keep the upkeep up. It'll warn you when something's going wrong with your farm and you'll have to tend to it. But you want to do it yourself because you want the experience for your farming. Now you guys are probably wondering what to do with them twigs and caterpillars that you get from killing pests and also pruning your garden. Well, as you guys can see here, we got some caterpillars and we got some twigs. You guys are going to want to come to Velia, and from the skill instructor, you're going to want to go across this bridge and talk to Adrian Logia, and he'll have a quest for twigs. New weapon needed. So you'll bring him the twig, he'll give you garden experience. And then also we have another daily that we could do every single day, once after every login. You come to Amberlin and he'll have a quest called high quality bait, and it'll tell you what you need to do, you know, install a fence and all that other good stuff, plant a seed, and then get him a caterpillar. Go and accept it, and then you're gonna chat with him and give him the caterpillar, and then the other guy the twig. And this is just another way to gain more experience for your gardening / farming. We have finally got some of our plants to grow, and to show you guys the options that you have for each and every single plant / vegetable and or fruit. When you go up to it and it's ready to go, like I said, it will glow. See next to the Mount horse and the Mount boat, you see that glowing. That means that 1 or more plants are finished at the farm. So you will have two options, either to harvest and or plant breed. Now, the first option, harvest, means that you'll actually get the plant that you're planting. So if you plant a strawberry seed and you harvest the strawberry, you're gonna get an actual strawberry. Now, if you go for plant breeding, which is your second option, you will get seeds, so that way you can create more of that vegetable, fruit, mushroom, whatever it is. In my instance, because I only have one bluffer mushroom, I'm gonna go ahead and plant breed. So I'm gonna hold down Y, let my character do its thing, and then boom, I got 2 bluffer mushroom seeds. So now I can make even more of the bluffer mushrooms, and I'm gonna keep on doing that until I get a high quality and special, because on the market right now those go for a lot. All right, we're gonna go ahead and sum up this guide with mysterious seeds, because I know that's probably what everyone's been looking forward to. There's these things called mysterious seeds and magical seeds. When you guys get your hands on some mysterious seeds, which can be obtained through harvesting special crops, plant breeding, pruning, or killing pests, it's all RNG on getting these mysterious seeds and the magical seeds. It tells you in the description to shake one mysterious seed and 1 special seed or hypha seed to obtain 1 mysterious seed of the same type, or you can shake 5 mysterious seeds and 1 magical seed together to receive 5 mysterious seeds. Now the mysterious seeds are gonna net you a lot more yields on whatever you guys are going for. So mysterious seeds are very cool thing, cool mechanic that is in farming.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
So other than that, guys, and things not to worry about is monsters will not attack your farms. The irrigation system and fertilizer are things that are not needed, but you could use both. Also, you're gonna need to water your plants every once in a while, not all the time, depending on what region you chose. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to smack that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more Black Desert Online content. Other than that, your homie Xenopain out. Peace.